Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Today I would like to explain about the material is solidarity and politeness. For the first, I would like to tell you about my profile. My name is Rizka Anggita, and I'm study program English Language Education at IKIP Ibu Jonegoro. For the first is definition. Solidarity and politeness. Solidarity is emphasize social closeness, and politeness emphasize respect and social distance. Okay, the second is the relationship between solidarity and politeness. For the first, when people are close, language become casual and direct. The second, when the situation is formal or the relationship is distant, language become politeness and more careful. The goal is to maintain good communication without offending others. The third is factor that influence solidarity and politeness. There are 5. For the first, social status. Second, age. The third, social distance or familiarity. The fourth, culture. And the 5, contact of communication. Social status, example, boss vs. employer, teacher vs. student. The second, age, example, younger people speaking to other people. Next, social distance or familiarity, example, close friends vs. stranger. The culture, example, ways of addressing, crossing words, politeness norms. And the last, context of communication, example, formal or informal situation. Next is linguistic feature. There are 2. For the first, language that shows solidarity usually use non-formal or slang expressions. Address adhere by first name or nickname, give direct request, and use a casual tone with humor. And the second, language that shows politeness uses formal expressions, honor, refers, or titles such as Sir, Mrs., Mr., or Doctor. Use indirect request and applies a respectful and careful tone. Next, example in dialogue. Dialogue solidarity and politeness.
Hello friend, how are you? Today, we will learn about polite expressions. Are you ready to discover how to communicate politely with others? Let's start with the word, please. When we want to ask for something nicely, we say, please. For example, please pass me the crayons. Can you say, please? Next, we have, thank you. When someone does something nice for us, we say, thank you. For example, thank you for sharing your toy with me. Can you say, thank you? When someone says, thank you, to us, we can respond with, you're welcome. It means we're happy to help. For example, you're welcome, I'm happy to help. Can you say, you're welcome? Sometimes we need to get someone's attention politely or say sorry if we accidentally bump into someone. We can say, excuse me. For example, excuse me, may I have a turn? Can you say, excuse me? If we do something wrong, it's important to say sorry. We can say, I'm sorry. For example, I'm sorry for taking your marker without asking. Can you say, I'm sorry? We can greet people politely depending on the time of day. We say, good morning, in the morning, good afternoon, in the afternoon, and good evening, in the evening. Let's have a review of some polite expressions we learned today. Well done, kids. Remember to use these words to be polite and kind to others. I hope you had fun learning with me today. Until next time, happy learning.
And the next is direct vs indirect politeness. For the first, direct is used when the relationship is close, the situation is informal. Example, close the door please. For the second is indirect. It's used in more formal or respectful situation. Example, could you may close the window? Okay, the last is conclusion. Solidarity shows closeness, so the language become casual and direct. Politeness shows respect, so the language become polite and formal. Language choice is influenced by status, age, familiarity, culture, and context. The goal is to maintain good communication without avoiding other. Enough for me, the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for watching. See you.